Swan is a really interesting exercise in classical Pilates, especially in understanding why and how it precedes the neck roll, really. So neck roll, remember, we've set up this anchor point in the pubic bone on the floor. We've really reinforced that pubic bone sternum connection, that deep front line connection, if you're familiar at all with Tom Meyer's myofascial meridians. So now we take that deep front line activation and we put it to use, we put it to a test. So first, remember from your neck roll that you have, when you have hands under the shoulders, you're pulling yourself forward on the pubic bone, like you're trying to anchor that pubic bone into the ground, and then create a little tension line where you're trying to pull the body forward and drag that pubic bone into the ground. As you then lift up and forward, soft chin. That helps me to feel that activation of that deep front line, that pubic bone sternum connection, that sort of deep core. Once I have that, in order to go into what would be that full swan movement, back and forth 6 times you do in the classical method, we can first test how we do this without any momentum. So first, just with letting the legs float, remember that you're trying to push through the gas pedal, long, long, long foot, and you can lower yourself down and then pull yourself back up. And pull being the operative word, because we want to create this sense of length away and up and out. We can do the same thing if we want to do it with an arm, just to feel that teeter-totter where you're pulling yourself forward with that hand. We lengthen with the legs, we lengthen with the arm. We lengthen with the legs, we lengthen with the arm. So that we're not just throwing it into the low back and trying to arch as much as possible or extend the spine as much as possible. We're really trying to keep the integrity of this deep core pubic bone sternum connection while we rock the whole entire body through space. So we can test that on the other side. Think long arm and just lowering yourself a bit and lengthening, lowering and lengthening. And we're trying to sort of pull up out of our waist. Then if we do it with both arms, we lengthen and we come back up. We lengthen and we come back up. Then you can go for a round of 2 where you don't catch yourself in between, where you go kick, throw, and then lengthen, kick, throw, and lengthen. So basically, when you do that, eventually, fully, it'll be 6 times in a row. Most important thing to remember is you want to keep that sense of length coming out the leg, length coming out the arm, soft chin, long through the crown. So we'll give it a shot for all of them right now. So I come up from my neck roll, inhaling. I look to the right, down around left and center, left, down around right and center. I come down. And then the last time I inhale, I look to the left, down around right and center, and right, down around left and center. And then we'll start where we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We catch, and then we come back into a child's pose. When I come back into this child's pose, just so you can see a little depth in my body, I make sure I shift my weight back left, right, like little spiral oscillations. We come back into that child's pose. And then I'll continue to sit back and I'm ready. In the monkey body, I'd be ready for my archetypal postures. But for this, we come back onto the floor and we'll proceed with all of the extension-based work in the spine. Basically, to that single leg kick will come next.